Hello everyone, today we are going to make this 3D text, but you can make a 3D logo or something like that, and you can put your own gradient colors on it, and also I'm going to show you how you can make those shines in an easy way. So first of all, you have to have your logo or text, so I'm going to make a text. And I'm going to choose another color so I can see the shadows. So I'm going to choose a blue one. Select the text or your logo. Go Effect, 3D, Extrude and Bevel. And here we got this box popping up. And we can take in preview here so you can see this live. And I always used to set these numbers to 0 to start with, so it's all plain like that. And then I just can rotate it how I want it. Like if I just want to rotate this one, and I may be happy with that. I also can go to more options here. We have this extrude depth. We can choose how thick we want it, but I just will stay with 50 pixels. And here if you want it to have no caps, but we're going to keep the caps. Of course you can change this too, but I always used to have on none here. And here's the shading though. So I often used to bring the light up on the top here, but you can keep it wherever you want the lighting to come from, but we will later recolor this, so I don't know if it matters any much. After we've done that, press OK, and we got our 3D logo here, but we want to continue with it. Of course we want to make our own color to it and stuff like that. So have it selected, go to Object and Expand Appearance, and it will make layers of this. So you can go to the layer panel here, and you will see a group for the A, and you got the whole A here. When you select it, and underneath you can see how many layers these are. This is just one layer, but for example for this one here, you will find many difference of layers here, so you can see which they are, small paths here. So well, we're just gonna keep it so we have it like this, the A one here. First of all, we want to choose our colors, so we want to go to our swatches, and I will make a new folder here or a group, and I want to choose my colors, which ones I want, and I will make a blue one. I want a pretty much light blue. No, that's came to the wrong place there. And then I also want a darker blue, like that. So now we got our colors ready, and we are going to color this one. We start with the A front here. We go to this gradient, then we pick in our colors right here, and we take this gradient tool and we drag from above to bottom, so we get light at the above and darker at the bottom. And we're doing this even more. We can do this one now. So I just select it by clicking right here. I choose the gradient and I take and drag it how I want it to be. And I continue with the others. This one is very thin line. I don't know if I even see it because it should be horizontal, so it doesn't really matter. So we continue with this one, and you have to think about the light when you do this. As you know, we put the light coming up from here, from above, and since that the light will get shadows here, so that means we have to do it the opposite way, like this, so it shadows just beneath the roof here, just like that. And then we got this one left here, so we try to make it fit in here. Well, of course we can choose both of these, so it's even simpler. So we remake it like that. Okay, so the A is kinda done in the coloring. We're going to do the same with the X now. So we choose the X one here. We got one line there. We start with the front here. And this. And then we got this one here. And we also have something there left over, so we have to find it. I think it's this one. No. This one? No, it's not. Well, I can choose. I got some problem with my computer mouse here. So I will just pick this one because I have it left over. I do this again. And take the gradient tool and do it like that. Which layer is this one? It's the one beneath there. So I picked these two ones, and actually the other way we're going to do here. So the light is fitting here, so it's dark, more dark here inside, because the light doesn't really hit in there. And so just continue doing this. Checking that one. So soon everything is done here. Alright. Now we got this A and X all colored. What we want to do now is to make some shining here in the corners right here. There's a couple of ways to do this, and we're going to do this most a perfect one, but I will just show you how I did before. So we just pick a color, white color, and you can use pen tool, and you just drag it like this. Problem is you can't make a stroke of this because you have to make a gradient, and it seems like it doesn't work to do it with the stroke. It maybe works, but I don't know how to do that, if so. Well, this is kind of the classic idea to make it. Of course this one doesn't go perfect, and then of course you will have a white one right in the middle, right there. You will have all these white, and those white in the corners you will have 0 in opacity. So as you can see, it will be white in the middle and opacity here in the end. So you can do it that way to get those shines, but I prefer maybe a more perfect way, which I'm going to show you. So what we are going to do is we're going to our layers right here. We're going to start with the A1, and you will find where you want your highlights to be, those shines. So it's always on the face of the logo here, the cap one here, and it's the A1 here. So what we're going to do is we want to duplicate this one, and we want to have 3 layers. The first layer is going to be smaller. The second layer is going to be all white with transparent on the sides, as I just showed you, and the third one is going to be the original. So I'm just going to show you. We're going to duplicate the A1 here, then we just have the top A selected. We go to Object, Path, and Offset Path, and here we want to make a preview. You see it grows, but we don't want it to grow. We want it to be smaller, thinner. So we find something that's how thick you want your light to be. So here's that line you're gonna look for. Maybe 1 pixels or 2 pixels. -1 pixel I'm going to have for this. I'm pressing OK, and as you can see, we got this layer right here. So the middle one we want to be white, and well, we want to be this gradient white. So we still have it as a gradient. So now we're going to do this gradient one though. So add one color right here, put the location to 50% so it's in the middle. Make this one white and have colors in the corners, a white one on location 0%, and the opacity we want to take down to 0, and this one we also want white and opacity down to 0. We can go to this gradient just here and press save, so we have it right in the menu right there. As you can see now, what's happening is we have this above here, the off path one covering over this one, and this one in the end is the original. So this one will just cover it. This is the main white one, and yeah, so we're going to put our gradients now. Pick the gradient tool. We are on the second layer where we have our gradient white one here. We're gonna drag it how we want it. We want it here to be here, and maybe like that. Of course, now you will see that you have gradient also around this area and stuff like that. What we will do, we will just have this direct selection tool, pick the points and drag them inwards. This maybe is a quicker way, but this should work fine. Well, that's enough for this example. We also can make on this one, of course, it's the same way. We open the X one, find the front one here, and we're going to do as we did. We duplicate it and go Object, Path, Offset Path, -1, can preview it. OK, make the middle one a white overlay right here, and we're going to choose where we want our shade to be, right? If we want it up here, or if you want it here, or well, it's your way how you want the path to be. Or maybe it's one, we'll take it right there, and then just pick the points, drag it in, And that's kinda how you are doing it. So thanks you for watching this tutorial. Hope you like it. See you next time.